Hi there, it's Vic Lavanda, used car director at Werner Hyundai, here for our weekly podcast. I want to welcome Kamar to the team here. Kamar Edwards just started with us, and we're very, very excited to have him join the team. He will make things a lot easier for all of us and help us get some more car sales, hopefully. Kamar, let me ask you a question. A lot of salespeople and customers, when I talk to them, they ask us, or they ask to go to their own bank. Is that a good or bad thing for them?
Thanks so much, Vic, for welcoming me on board. I really appreciate the warm welcome. And you asked a really good question. A lot of times people have a misconception and a myth that going through the dealership that their interest rate's going to be higher. And that's just what people think. Now, we are the professionals. We have expertise in different banks and different lenders and their programs. And a lot of times we use some of the same banks that a client will use when they're making their decision to purchase a car. So we're able to actually get that rate. I know since I've been here, we had a gentleman from Gulf Winds who was actually here on site. And he was looking at each in particular person, and he was giving them the best rate possible. It's just really impactful when you actually have someone from the lender, you're telling that story about the client and just, building that rapport and helping them make the best decision to help the customer with the best interest rate.
Yeah, and I noticed when the bank's reps come to visit, we're on special programs. They ask us to do a certain amount of deals, and it seems like the more deals we do with a certain bank, the better tiers we get and the better callbacks we get, which only benefit the customer, whether it be rate, terms, what have you.
Right.
And I agree with you that it is a misconception. I myself have run into that where I found out that the dealer uses the same bank, and because of the sheer volume that they do with that particular bank, they're able to get, in most cases, a better rate.
Absolutely right. I remember one time I was working with a gentleman, and he actually worked for the bank, and he was on the board directors of that bank, and he actually was, thinking of going through the bank because he works there and they have special pricing for their members. He actually came through our dealership and was actually able to secure a better rate.
Wow.
So that was really impressive. When I saw that, I was just really impressed that that actually was the case. So we can get that same special for a customer coming in that's not even a part of that bank. Sometimes, too, I've seen it where we, once we're going through and taking a look at the credit and we're sending it over to the banks, we're able to actually secure rates a lot of times with the same lender, and sometimes a different lender may have a better option for that customer. So we just do what's best for the customer, and we, one of the things I really like too is how we communicate to the customer. We let them know their options and let them know what way we think works best, and we just properly advise them to help them make their purchase decision, because we understand they don't do this every day. So we're the professionals, and we definitely help them out.
Yeah, one thing that, I just spoke about buying my last car. One thing that really amazed me is how easy it is to come in and buy a car and it's like a one-stop shop. You buy your car, you have an option, to buy your warranty, gap insurance. But the thing that really amazed me is, for the first time ever in all the years that I've been in this business, I've been doing it since I'm 19 years old, is I e-contracted or signed on a piece of glass, and then I got copies of all my paperwork in a hard drive, I could keep the little hard drive, in my dresser drawer at home, and it had all my paperwork, and it's a last forever type deal. And it was a very easy process. Usually you think of when you're buying a car, it's like buying a house, but this
Right.
was a very easy process. It was simple. I think I was in and out of there in a matter of 15, 20 minutes.
That's awesome. And it's interesting you say that because, think about when I bought my car, I had a real similar process where it was e-contract, and it just saves so much time, especially now, with a lot of clients, you got to go to work. You may have to pick up the kids from school. You may have to do all of the things you have to do. And that's one thing that's very, very, very valuable is your time, So just having everything done all in one place, it saves you time. So you don't have to go to the credit union, back from the credit union. You have to sign some paperwork, and it's just everything's done all in one place. And it makes it a lot easier for you because you can go in and get everything done, and then you can leave with the car the same day instead of waiting for a check to get sent over. So it's a really, really easy process, and it saves a lot of time. And that's really important nowadays.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all about time. I mean, these days, everybody's busy, and I think it just makes it so much simpler doing it at the dealership, especially if they're able to save you money, and that's what it comes down to. Everybody's looking to save money. But again, I want to welcome you to the team. I mean, we've known each other for years, and I was real excited when you decided to come aboard with us, and I look for many good years ahead.
Thank you so much, Vic.
All right.
And one of the reasons, as I was doing my research and picking which dealership to go through, I kept on seeing the same thing over and over with Werner Hyundai. They put the customer first. They take care of the customer. Everything's transparent, and it's ease, and that's something I wanted to be a part of. So I was really excited to come on board. Me and Vic known each other. We worked at our previous dealership together, and I'm just excited to be here to help everyone and help the team get to the next level.
Well, we're all excited for you to be here, Kumar, and welcome, and let's sell some cars.
Thank you, Vic.